poetic devices. You all have already done it in your 12th standard. In fact, from 9th standard onwards, we start identifying the poetic devices. हम लोग नॉर्मली जो पोएटिक डिवाइसेस होते हैं इनको हम लोग अलंकार के रूप में इन हिंदी वी कॉल इट. द वर्ड इटसेल्फ अलंकार मीन्स टू डेकोरेट. तो जो वर्ड्स certain way the poem or the even the literature also, it's not confined that it has to be only poetic devices. We can also call it as literary devices because these are used to ornate your language. अपनी language को एक मतलब एक बहुत सुंदर तरीके से देने में. But more or less poets use it more in their poems. You have already done all the one, so it is just a small revision. The very first goes is alliteration. Now alliteration का मतलब होता है अनुप्रास अलंकार. हिंदी के अंदर हम लोग इसको लेकर चलते हैं, तो we call it as means when the letters with the same consonant sounds are repeated. Always remember, when two letters are there, they may be like G and J. लेकिन अगर वो दोनों sound same दे रहे हैं, consonant sound with the same, and they are in the very beginning of the word, then we call it as alliteration. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज, इट इज नॉट दैट कि दोनों जो शब्द हैं वो साथ साथ में आने चाहिए. समटाइम्स दे आर इवन सेपरेटेड विद द वर्ड्स लाइक एंड बट, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. एंड दे शुड हैव द सेम कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया जी एंड जे, व्हेन बोथ ऑफ देम आर गिविंग द साउंड ऑफ जी, कभी कभी जैक, और जी से भी हमारा जो स्टार्ट हो रहा है वो जी ज वाला साउंड दे रहा है, तो देन वी से दैट इट इज alliteration. एंड अदरवाइज इट कैन बी लाइक in your Hindi, you have very common and very funny Anupras Alankar. Like चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी चौक में चांदी के चम्मच से चटनी चखाई. The same is green. The gracious green grass grew quickly. So the letter G with the same sound is repeated. So that is why we call it as alliteration. The word itself says repetition, यानी कि in Hindi we call it as पुनरावृत्ति. Anything which is repeated, यानी कि here the letters नहीं, यहाँ पर शब्द जो है they are repeated. वाटर वाटर एवरीवेयर, दिस अ वेरी फेमस पोएम, ये उसमें से है. तो वाटर वाटर एवरीवेयर, वाटर इज रिपीटेड, हेल्प हेल्प. One thing is that ki when we are using the poetic devices, sometimes the poetic devices may be having different, a particular line may be giving different effects. Like आपका जो poem था, A Thing of Beauty. In A Thing of Beauty, you have a very simple word as the simple sheep. So, simple sheep can be a metaphor, it can be a transferred epithet, मतलब कि it can be a transferred epithet, and sometimes it can be a symbol. Why I am telling is that कि when you are looking into the options, and अगर आप इस particular question को कर रहे हो, this question can be in two ways. एक तो directly, और एक जो है आपका जो third अगर poem आया, and in that you have to find out the. तो ये बात याद रखना कि मान लो आपको लगा था कि मैम ने तो बोला था सिंपल शीप इज मेटाफॉर, बट वहां मेटाफॉर नहीं, सिंबोलिज्म है. तो यू नीड टू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अंडरस्टैंड कि वो क्या लिखा हो. तो समटाइम्स द सेम वर्ड्स मे बी गिविंग डिफरेंट poetic devices or literary devices. Now why this depends on any poet. किसी भी पोएट की अपनी कल्पना है कि वो क्या लेना चाहता है. सिमिली, उपमा अलंकार, जो हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं. when you are comparing two things, but a comparison is made in a very normal manner. अभी जो परसों एग्जाम हुआ था उसके अंदर सिमिली ही आया है. A very simple using as or like. We have sets of similes which we use. जैसे मैंने आपको बुक्स के नाम बताए थे, वैसे सेट्स ऑफ सिमिलीज आर देयर. जैसे एज वाइट एज फोम, एज ब्लैक एज कोल, जो आपका ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार, लाइक अ डायमंड इन द स्काई. These are all the simple, already pre-existing similes which we use in our literature. So when there is a comparison which we make with two things, two people, anything, but we are using as or like. There are three examples, and in fact जो अभी पेपर में आया था वो यही था, simile. A very simple, wherever it is, it was like a. So there you are using simile. Metaphor is also the smaller form of transferred epithet. Now, when I have written, यहाँ पे मैंने ऊपर लिखा है white as snow, लेकिन अगर मुझे यहाँ पर as snow नहीं लिखना है, I don't want, या फिर black as coal है, but I don't want to use a word black as coal, और मैं यहाँ पर लिख रही हूँ the beer was a black coal. मैंने यहाँ पर ना like यूज किया है और ना ही मैंने कोई as यूज किया है. I have written the beer was a black coal. अब beer जो है वो black coal तो हो नहीं सकता है. It is very obvious. So when I have not used anything, like I have not used any word to compare, so that becomes आपका metaphor. Now here itself I want to tell everyone, be very very alert. मेटाफॉर का जो एक्सटेंशन है दैट इज आपका ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. मेटाफॉर का मतलब होता है यू हैव एन एडजेक्टिव लाइक ब्लैक, द क्वालिटी, एडजेक्टिव ऑफ क्वालिटी, एंड अ नाउन. And in transferred epithet also we have the same formula. The formula is the same that it is written. The only thing is when we are using a transferred epithet, the entire sentence meaning changes into something deep. So transferred epithet is actually an extension of metaphor. लेकिन जब हम ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट को यूज कर रहे हैं लाइक स्लीपलेस नाइट्स, sleepless nights, sleepless is the adjective, nights are the nouns. But यहाँ पर the sleepless nights is referring to something which is disturbing. जो पूरा आपका जो सेंटेंस है उसका मीनिंग चेंज कर रहा है. यहाँ पर the beer was a black coal is only referring to the beer's color. तो इसीलिए मेटाफॉर का आपका एक्सटेंशन होता है ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. So there is very very minute difference, and sometimes I'll tell you there is one more. कभी कभी जो टीचर्स होते हैं, मे बी आई एम टेकिंग दिस एज अ सिंपल मेटाफॉर एंड द अदर टीचर मे टेक द सेम थिंग एज अ ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. If you remember in your 11th standard, we had one poem that is in the very beginning it was there, the photograph. उसके अंदर we had the transient feat. Transient is an adjective, feat is noun. So but the entire अगर हम statement को लेते हैं तो it was actually telling about the sea's nature. समुद्र का जो नेचर था उसको वो बता रहा था. So when the adjectives are modifying the nouns to get a new meaning, that becomes आपका जो है transferred epithet. And metaphor is when simply we are comparing things. The sea which appears to have changed in this particular sentence, the meaning is that the sea which appears to have changeless is the eternal quality of sea, whereas their transient feat is referring to the temporary phase or temporary life of humans, that is mortality. यहाँ पर द सी और जो आपका मतलब हमें पूरे सेंटेंस पे नहीं जाना है, यहाँ पर देयर ट्रांजिएंट फीट इज गोइंग फॉर द मॉर्टल नेचर ऑफ ह्यूमन. It's not comparing, but it is telling the mortal nature of human. So transferred epithet आपका ये होता है. Again, this is very easy. Personification. It is person plus यानी कि anything which is non-living, which are some natural elements, some animals. Normally हम animals के लिए we use it. In the singular form we use it. Similarly, for the natural elements like sun, moon, we use it. Or any non-living thing, anything which is non-living, उसके लिए हम use करते हैं it. But when we are personifying, हम इसको एक इंसान की तरह, एक इंसान का रूप दे रहे हैं. जैसे आपने देखा होगा, वो देखो बादल आया. ना बादल आता नहीं है, बादल छाते हैं. सिमिलरली द मतलब कि हम बोलते हैं द कोई भी चीज होती है, वेर द रेन वॉज स्पीकिंग, द रेन डजंट स्पीक, बट हम उसको एक ह्यूमन फॉर्म दे रहे हैं, तो दैट इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन. Now in this particular sentence, the sun rose from the sea. He was a big ball. Now we have used he to denote sun, whereas we don't use he. So this is personification. अब यहाँ पर जो second वाला है, Riya heard the cake calling. You have two kinds of poetic device. Cake calling can also be circa, it can be an alliteration, but it is actually personification क्योंकि यहाँ पे नीचे और आगे भी है cake calling her. So that is why it becomes personification, because these kinds of debates always comes. We use certain words which may not be having a dictionary meaning. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, उसने छट से, उसने फट से. So we use such words just to give some effect. We want to give that emotion to our sentences, and those words which are said to be the sound words, they are called as onomatopoeia. They may not be having a proper what you call as meaning in if you look into the dictionary, like whiz, hiss, pop, who. ये हम यूज करते हैं while we are using our WhatsApp messages also. लाइक हम क्या कहते हैं, कौवा काऊ काऊ कर रहा है, तो जो वर्ड काऊ काऊ है इट्स काउिंग. तो व्हेन वी आर यूजिंग सम ऐसा इफेक्ट हम यूज कर रहे हैं, दैट बिकम्स ओनोमेटोपोइया. It can also be a part of your questions because simple words are asked. Assonance. Assonance हम सेंटेंस बनाते हैं. An assonance you will, if you take one particular poem, you will find assonance in most of the paragraphs. Means when the vowels are repeated with the same sound in a line, in a statement. Try to light the fire. Fleet feet sweep by sleep. Here the I, similarly E, this has been given, this sound has been produced. So that's आपका assonance. और इसका उल्टा हो जाता है आपका consonance. There is a very little chance. Consonance होता है when the consonants are repeated. When the consonants are repeated. यहाँ vowels repeated थे तो consonants में consonant आपके आते. Not in the beginning, in mid. क्योंकि beginning में होगा तो that would become alliteration. Toss the glass, boss. Very less chance. Very, very less chance. Anaphora, there is a good chance. एनाफोरा का मतलब होता है व्हेन वी आर स्पीकिंग, तो सर्टन टाइम्स हम इस एक ही वर्ड को बार बार अगले शब्द में यूज करते हैं. जैसे कि बट ही सेड टू मी दैट ही विल नॉट कम, बट ही ऑल्सो सेड दैट ही मे कम. मतलब बट स्टार्टिंग में, सेंटेंस के स्टार्टिंग में. बिकॉज इफ इट इज इन द मिड इट बिकम्स रेपिटिशन. If it is in the mid, it becomes repetition. या फिर दो ही शब्द थे जैसे वाटर वाटर, हेल्प हेल्प, तो वो रेपिटिशन है. लेकिन अगले अगले लाइन में इफ इट इज रिपीटेड देन इट बिकम्स एनाफोरा. If you remember your ball poem in 10th standard, it had anaphora. Two roads diverged in a wood. And sorry, I couldn't travel on both. And be one traveler and looked down till it grew undergrew. तो यहाँ पर जो वर्ड एंड है, you can see it is repeated in the next lines, in the subsequent lines in the very beginning. So this is what we call as anaphora. Enjambment, बिना रुके हुए आगे जाना. It's actually when we form the poems, when we are writing something, so it is very important that we are using the expressions what we call as punctuations. Full stop, comma, colon, semicolon. But when we are continuing a sentence without the use of these marks to the next line, that's called as enjambment. अगर आपको याद हो keeping quiet के अंदर enjambment था. What I want to say is I do not want total inactivity. तो उसके अंदर आपका enjambment था. It's a funny. Miss Suzanne had a steamboat. The steamboat had a bell. Miss Suzanne went to heaven and the steamboat went to hell. So if you see bell के बाद, heaven के बाद, there is no punctuation mark. Had a bell, went to heaven. ये तो simple है, ये तो पूरा एक है. But had a bell के बाद there is no comma. Went to heaven के बाद there is no comma. The poem has stepped down to the next line. So this is what we call as enjambment. अभी मैं आपको बता रही थी that in many of our poems, like the one which I spoke to you about, the simple sheep, that's in the thing of beauty आपका है. तो certain times we may use it as metaphor. Metaphor का मतलब भी वही है कि it is giving you some symbol. It's being compared. Sometimes we use the same thing as a transferred epithet, and sometimes we may use it as a symbolism. यानी कि the symbol, मतलब उस चीज को हमने किसी चीज के साथ symbolize किया है. Using this is symbol of epitome. It's epitome हम बोलते हैं. That जैसे कि रेड कलर, तो रेड कलर जो है, even though it is red color, it's a general color, but we use it, India के अंदर red color is used as a marriage auspicious. Red color is used for, अगर आप psychologist से पूछोगे ना, तो they would say that red color is a symbol of aggression, and red is also the symbol for love or passion. Let's say during the Valentine's Day we give red rose, not white. White is symbol for peace. White is symbol for peace. Green is symbol for prosperity, खुशहाली. So when we are using some words which may be having some symbol, जैसे हमारे Aunt Jennifer's Tigers है, उसके अंदर she has used a wedding band as a symbol, massive weight of uncle's wedding band. That's a symbol of the hardships that she had undergone. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band. So this is the entire sentences for symbol of the hardships. So this is आपका symbolism. This may be there. वैसे तो बहुत सिंपल ही लेकर चलते हैं, the one which are very easy to comprehend. तो उन्हीं को लिया जाता है, not everything. We have imagery, creating an image, hyperbole, exaggerating, means किसी चीज को बढ़ा चढ़ा के बताना. Like किसी हाइट को हम यूज करते हैं एग्जाम्पल में, किसी चीज को बताने के लिए वी आर यूजिंग एग्जैजरेशन. हम कहते हैं ना, बहुत ज्यादा एग्जैजरेट करके मत बोला करो. वी नो 1000 years old कोई नहीं होता है. दिस इज जस्ट किसी चीज़ को एग्जैजरेट करके बोलना. जब हम लोग बात करते हैं ना तो बहुत यूज़ करते हैं एग्जैजरेशन को. बोलते हैं ना ज़्यादा फेंका मत कर. दैट्स इन वे hyperbole. That's in way hyperbole. The last one is, no, one more is there. Oxymoron or antithesis. Two contrary, maybe facts, words placed opposite. It is also very common and there are lots of chances कि आपका जो है इसके आने के भी आपके chances बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. तो याद रखना oxymoron और antithesis. Oxymoron is जैसे हमारा था mighty dead. हमने यूज किया था mighty dead. Now mighty क्या होता है? Mighty is something which is very great. And dead, the one who is not alive. यानी कि बिल्कुल ये ऑपोजिट आपका जो है, कंट्रास्ट आपका जो है, they are contrast facts. So that's sometimes we may say oxymoron, like we say day and night, up and down, and we may also call it as oxymoron. The last but not the least is metonymy. The last but not the least for today is metonymy. We are also left with some of them. I'll also discuss tomorrow. Like paradox is there, irony is there. We also use that. Paradox is there, irony is there, juxtaposition is there. But yes, अगर हम बहुत ज़्यादा में बोलते हैं तो we may get what we call as juxtaposition or something, क्योंकि बहुत कम होता है. हर बच्चा इतना ज़्यादा लर्न नहीं करता है. So that is why we don't go with all of them. हाँ, पैराडॉक्सिकल सिचुएशन हम हमेशा यूज करते हैं. पैराडॉक्सिकल होता है समथिंग विच इज आयरॉनिकल, समथिंग जो बोला गया और उससे बिल्कुल अलग हम बोलते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही वॉज क्राउन्ड. Here the crown is, but here it is also used for he was made the king. हम इसके लिए we also use the word synecdoche. Means when things are representing something like I like to drive my 4 wheels. अब यहाँ पर जो 4 wheels है या 4 wheeler है, that is actually representing car. What do you have? हम लोग मतलब कि बहुत कॉमनली पूछते हैं और क्या क्या है तुम्हारे पास, क्या है? And the answer is I have a 4-wheeler. No, I have 2-wheeler. So this 2-wheeler is actually for a scooter or something, bike, and 4-wheeler represents car. So that's metonymy or what we call as synecdoche.